I had explained the chapter 1, the name of the chapter, God the Creator. Now children, you all are going to do the exercise related to this chapter, and that is who said to whom. Who said to whom. So let us start children. First you will read this chapter, and children, I just everyone just read this chapter twice nicely, and then after you will be able to understand to give that answer, and also you will watch this video till end. So let's start children. Like first is here, do you still trust in God? Do you still trust in God for everything? Yes, who said? Mr. Cat. You can see he is telling here, do you still trust in God for everything? So dog said, oh yes, whatever God does is the best. I fully trust in him. So there children, there you will just first remove the full stop while giving that answer. Okay. So do you still trust in God? Mr. Cat said. To whom said? To Mr. Dog said. Do you still trust in God for everything? So who said? To Mr. Cat, and to whom said? To Mr. Dog. Now let's see the next question. Oh my God, I broke Mr. Bear's bottle of honey. Children, whenever Cat was cleaning the kitchen, suddenly he fell down on the wet floor and Cat broke the jar of honey. Okay children, so what Cat was telling to himself, oh my God, I broke Mr. Bear's bottle of honey, so he will be mad at me. What shall I do? So what? Who said children? Mr. Cat said. Who said? Mr. Cat said. To whom said children? To himself. He said to himself. Okay. So children, what there you will write? Mr. Cat said to Mr. Cat said to himself. Now, third number children. What? You broke my precious bottle of honey. Children, when Mr. Bear asks, okay, when Mr. Bear returned home and he asked to Mr. Cat, Mr. Cat, where is my honey? So and you all know children, Mr. Cat broke the jar of honey. So Cat said, he apologized him and he said, sorry sir, I broke the jar accidentally. So what? Mr. Bear said, what? You broke my precious bottle of honey. So get out of my house and don't ever come back. So what? Who said? Mr. Bear said. To whom said children? To Mr. Cat. To whom said? To Mr. Cat. Okay children. So there you will write Mr. Bear said to Mr. Cat. Mr. Bear said to Mr. Cat. Now let's see the 4 number. Oh God, guide me, protect me. Children, when Cat was totally scared, why? Because he broke the jar of honey, so he was totally scared, and so Dog said, just pray to God. So while sleeping, Cat prayed to God and he said, oh God, guide me, protect me and help me with this problem. So who said? Mr. Cat said. To whom said? To God. Children, when you are in difficulty, or okay, so you should not only in difficulty, you should always pray to God children. So same way Cat also praying to God. Okay children, because Cat was in problem, he has no money and he broke the jar of honey. Now 5 number. Oh yes, whatever God does is the best. Children, when Cat asks, do you still trust in God for everything? Do you still trust? So dog say, oh yes, whatever God does is the best. I fully trust in him. Okay children. So what? Who said? Mr. Dog said. To whom said? To Mr. Cat, because Cat was asking, do you trust in God for everything? Then after Dog said, oh yes, whatever God is the best, I fully trust in him. So Mr. Dog said. To whom said? To Mr. Cat. Okay my dear. Now 6 number. Where is my honey? Children, when Cat apologized him and what he said, first Mr. Bear asked, where is my honey? So Cat said, sorry sir, I broke your jar accidentally. Okay children, so who said where is my honey? Okay, so you will say Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear asks to Mr. Cat, where is my honey? So Mr. Bear said to Mr. Cat. Mr. Bear said to Mr. Cat. Okay everyone. Now move to the next question. 7 number. Be patient and leave your affairs in God's care. Children, when Cat was totally sad, and Cat said to Dog, what was the use of praying? What will happen to me now? So what Dog said, when you trust in God, you need to not worry anymore and be happy. So cat said, what? I have no job, no home and no food and you want to be happy. So dog said, what? Sometimes things seem to be wrong. We need not to be sad. Be patient and have leave your affairs in God's care. So who said? To Mr. Dog said. To whom said? To Mr. Cat. Okay, Mr. Dog said to Mr. Cat. Now last question is there. So this was the last, children. So children, you all will complete your work. Okay, you all have to complete your work in your copy. Children, first you just read the chapter, watch this video, and then after you just solve these questions in your copy. So once again, at last, children, thank you for watching this video till end. So have a wonderful day and bye bye you all.